Good morning and welcome. This is going to be a new bootcamp related to functional programming using Kotlin. Today, we're just going to start with a small introduction on how is different functional programming to the object-oriented programming that most of the developers are used to. It has normally been a competition in between what is better, object-oriented, functional. The reality is none of them is a silver bullet. You can use them for different cases. Functional programming normally is very useful if you're actually doing transformation of data, like for example streams. Object oriented programming will work when you're trying to abstract the world in general. So let's start from here. Object oriented programming focus on abstracting the world. Why? You normally have classes that interact with other classes themselves, but they actually have a state. The state is always inside this class. That is how object-oriented programming works. Normally, it's an abstraction of the world, and like in the real world, things change, and yourself, that class that has an implementation, change with the time. The difference with functional programming is functional programming is that transformation that happens during time. So it's more about transformation of data, not so much about the abstraction itself. So the intention is that you have a state. States are immutable, and they pass through a process, and now they are something different. So it's not so much about how the entire world works and how to abstract the entire world, but how that behavioral change or that actually affects the state of something. So the states are immutable, making sure that things are not having some type of side effects because we don't have to actually track that state. We basically have inputs where something happens, and those are facts that actually make something change itself. But all of these are actually different instances of that state. So, in the next chapter, we will focus on doing some code of functional programming using a language like Kotlin. Why Kotlin? Because it supports natively the concepts of functional programming regarding immutability, regarding data transformation, etc. Hope to see you soon. See you in the next chapter.